Bon dia, buenos días, good morning. There are more chairs around coming, so if you don't have a seat, please be patient. Shall I remind everyone that part of this ceremony will be in Catalan and part will be in English. We have simultaneous translation available. You might get your stuff over there. Benvinguts al pavelló Mies van der Rohe. Welcome to the Barcelona Pavilion. That's not correct. Welcome to the Victoria Eugènia Palace, which is our B plan. This is the unique moment in history when the Mies van der Rohe Pavilion when the Mies van der Rohe Award is not granted in the Mies van der Rohe Pavilion. So that's good luck for all of us. Benvinguts també a la gran festa de l'arquitectura europea. Hem estat 2 dies aprenent i compartint aquí, en aquest espai, les maneres com la nostra disciplina pot contribuir a millorar les vides de tothom. Més enllà d'aquests 2 dies, aquí al Palau Victoria Eugènia, es quedarà fins a meitat de juliol les exposicions dels Premis Mies van der Rohe 2026, que és aquesta que hi ha dins de les cortines grogues i que ara veieu una mica alterada perquè hem hagut de posar cadires. I molt especialment, què és això? Que és tota l'exposició que tenim al voltant i és la nostra aportació més important a la programació de Barcelona 2026, capital mundial de l'arquitectura. Hem tret tot el nostre arxiu a passejar. També una exposició d'arquitectura ucraïnesa, petitona, a la part de baix, en col·laboració amb el Col·legi d'Arquitectes d'aquest país, i 2 instal·lacions en el marc de la col·laboració amb la plataforma de la Unió Europea, l'INA, que podeu veure també en aquella part del Palau Victoria Eugènia, amb una instal·lació molt commovedora que ha fet un jove ucraïnès que la guerra ha portat a viure a Barcelona, en Marc, que ara no el veig, però que estarà encantat d'explicar-vos. Sí, se'l mereix. Marc, ell, allà. Un arquitecte català que la guerra no li ha deixat viure a Ucraïna. En nom de totes les persones que fem la Fundació Mies van der Rohe, agraeixo a l'Ajuntament de Barcelona i a la Comissió Europea que ens facin la confiança i ens donin l'oportunitat i la responsabilitat de treballar per la nostra Barcelona, per la nostra Europa i per l'arquitectura de tots. I also thank our institutional partners, Architects Council of Europe and European Association for Architectural Education, our strategic partners, the rest of the partners, and all the companies that are supporting us since long, and also the new ones. I want to express heartfelt gratitude to all the architecture museums and centers that make the EUmies Awards Advisory Committee, to all the architects associations and independent experts that nominate the candidates, and without whom this award would not match the excellence it seeks. And of course to the jury, which carefully looked at 410 architecture works and made the choice we are celebrating today. Thank you all for being here today. I hope you enjoy what we, all the team of Fundació Mies van der Rohe, have prepared for you. Enjoy.
Good evening, Barcelona. Good evening, Europe. Thank you, Anna, for your words. Live from the Palau Victoria Eugènia, not the pavilion today. We celebrate something that is constantly changing and yet shapes everything we are, architecture. Welcome to the 2026 European Union Prize for Contemporary Architecture Mies van der Rohe Awards. And since we are here in Barcelona, I have something to confess. But don't worry, it's nothing too dramatic, or maybe just a little. Here, we don't just think about space, we also perform it. And for those of you who don't know, just a few steps from here on Parallel Avenue, Voices have been welcoming audiences for more than a century. So tonight, let me welcome you our particular way. Sou aqui els meus amics que jo estimo, sou aquí que estic tan a prop, que em ve una sensació i em pren un tremolor que em va des del cabell fins al taló. És el goig de tornar-nos a veure, és el goig de ser l'emoció. Per mi és amic igual aquell que està allà dalt, com el que seu al rengle principal. Ja us he reconegut, amics que m'heu vingut a veure. Ja us he reconegut, ja veig que en l'amistat puc creure. Vostè que em va animar quan jo vaig començar i tu que em vas fer un autògraf pel carrer. A tots els que heu vingut, ja us he reconegut. Us vull dir, i no us dic cap mentida, cada cop molt petita m'he vist. Què m'ha passat? No ho sé, però ja em trobo bé. A tots i a cadascú avui cantaré. Ja l'he vist, oh, senyora bonica, i el company que va sempre amb vostè. I a tu, una nena abans, com te n'has fet de gran, i aquell del Poble Nou, i aquell de Sants. Ja us he reconegut, amics que m'heu vingut a veure. Ja us he reconegut, ja veig que en l'amistat puc creure. Des d'aquí dalt he vist el noi del Cus de Crist i aquell que un dia em va venir a felicitar. I a tu que vas perdut, ja t'he reconegut. Si mon cœur est tout en fête, je vous ai reconnu, à vous amuser, je suis prête. Mes amis, je voudrais vous prouver à jamais que de mon grand désir est de vous faire plaisir. Vous êtes tous venus, je vous ai reconnu. Thank you very much. So, now that we know each other a little bit better, let the awards begin. 38 years ago, these awards were born right here, well, right there. Same pavilion, different Europe. But how did it all begin?
L'origen del Premi Europeu d'Arquitectura té a veure amb l'existència prèvia de la fundació del pavelló Mies van der Rohe i d'allò que està a l'origen de la fundació, que és la reconstrucció del pavelló. No és gratuït, diguem-ne, fer aquesta història anant 15 anys endarrere, perquè a mi em sembla que és un element absolutament necessari per entendre com s'arriba a la creació d'aquest premi. Quan l'any 80-81 finalment l'Ajuntament de Barcelona decideix posar en marxa la reconstrucció del pavelló, crea un instrument per dur a terme aquesta feina, que és una fundació que reuneix el propi Ajuntament i tota una sèrie d'altres organismes, tant nacionals com internacionals, implicats en aquesta operació. Però quan el pavelló finalment, el 1986, s'inaugura, evidentment la fundació no té sentit dissoldre-la, sinó que el que és necessari és donar-li un sentit de cara al futur. I, evidentment, la fundació s'entén com aquell organisme que té com a primera missió la cura i la millor presentació i manteniment de l'edifici, però també la de comprometre's amb tota una sèrie d'activitats relacionades amb l'arquitectura del segle XX i amb l'arquitectura en les ciutats europees. I és des d'aquest marc com neix la idea de crear un Premi Europeu d'Arquitectura que s'organitza a partir del 88 amb una cadència de cada 2 anys i que ha anat tinguent les seves successives convocatòries.
I've been given many names, and I say if I was a man, they would not call me.
Evidentment, es farà entrega del premi.
They would say I'm dedicated to hard work.
Up to now, what it was meant to do, which is to, in a sense, encourage the culture of architecture, support the culture of European
La pintura y la rueda iba organizando siglos, 20 años de educación, muchos años, hablamos de 6 años.
Of course. Okay, so I have to confess something else. One last confession, I promise. I love traveling, discovering places, seeing how people live. And as an architect myself, I always love seeing in person the buildings I've only known from books. So yes, I've planned a few architectural trips of my own. So when I saw the route the jury took to visit the 7 finalist works, I couldn't help but start imagining my next trip. So tonight, let's follow their journey. tonight, architecture is European. These awards exist because institutions believe the architecture is a public good. Please welcome to the stage Maria Bohigas, Chief Architect of Barcelona, and Normons Poppens, Deputy Director General, European Commission. Ara et dono pas. Yes, she will go first, but you can come here, Normons. Yes, you can come here. Yeah. So, from the city that hosts us and from that pavilion that connects past and future, Chief Architect of Barcelona, Maria Bohigas, I would like you to address some words for us.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good afternoon. Buenas tardes, bona tarda. Jo faré al revés. La part més llarga del meu discurs serà en català, la part més breu serà en anglès. Mr. Poppens will do the other way around, I'm sure. Thank you for joining me here. Bé, bona tarda a tothom, a autoritats, guanyadors, congratulations to the winners, to the finalists, and basically welcome, dear friends. Ens trobem aquesta tarda aquí per fer entrega al Premi d'Arquitectura Contemporània de la Unió Europea, Premis Mies van der Rohe 2026. Una entrega que aquest any, com sabeu, coincideix amb dos esdeveniments que posen a la ciutat l'arquitectura, podríem dir, al centre. Per un costat, la celebració de Barcelona, capital mundial de l'arquitectura, i per un altre, la celebració del Congrés de la UIA, els propers del 28 de juny al 2 de juliol, que ompliran aquesta ciutat d'arquitectes debatent, compartint i mostrant la seva feina. És una oportunitat excel·lent o una excusa per retrobar-nos. En el vídeo, Ignasi Sola Morales parlava del moment en què es decideix la reconstrucció del pavelló Mies van der Rohe, perquè la nostra feina reconstrueix, construeix, recupera i reutilitza. I crec que aquest any els premis posen aquesta idea de nou sobre la taula. Aquesta exposició que ens envolta també i que acull avui al Palau Victòria és una mostra d'aquesta importància de l'arquitectura com a mecanisme de construcció de la ciutat contemporània i d'Europa. 410 obres, 40 països i 143 regions no són xifres, sinó que és l'expressió d'una realitat plural, àmplia, de clients privats i públics, amb un propòsit comú: promoure l'arquitectura de qualitat, perquè aquesta és una part de l'arquitectura que es fa. I el que volem tots en aquesta sala és que aquesta part es converteixi en la majoria. Una arquitectura que respon als reptes de la societat contemporània i que el jurat ha triat dues obres que d'alguna manera són dues maneres d'acostar-se a aquesta idea de reutilitzar i tornar a tenir una conversa sobre una arquitectura preexistent. Una que treballa sobre aquesta idea de treure coses vol dir trobar una nova matèria i, per tant, un nou espai i generar noves condicions, i una altra, la del Premi Emergent, que d'alguna manera va adaptant un edifici preexistent per una nova vida. Jo vull agrair al jurat la seva feina i vull posar en valor, com també posem amb altres premis que s'entreguen aquí a la ciutat, com els Premis FAT, el sentit i la importància de visitar les obres, de les obres finalistes dels premis. Perquè visitant les obres, en el fons, estem donant sentit a la raó de l'arquitectura. L'arquitectura la fem per viure, per crear espais de vida. I visitar aquests espais va molt més enllà en aquestes discussions. I també agrair al jurat perquè els jurats moltes vegades, i tenia l'oportunitat de parlar amb algun dels membres, et diuen que és un gran espai per poder parlar d'arquitectura i parlar de com és aquest exercici, com és aquesta professió i com ens interpel·la els reptes de la societat contemporània arreu del món, però a Europa, per parlar d'arquitectura i com a través de la nostra feina podem contribuir a construir aquestes solucions. Don't take for granted Europe. Europe, it's a challenge, it's on the table. And it's up to all of us that through our work we will build a better Europe. Thank you very much.
Moltes gràcies, Maria. Thank you very much for your words. And now, with the European Commissioner for Intergenerational Fairness, Youth, Culture and Sport, Glenn Micallef.
Actually, yeah. Let's hear from
to the dreamers who design our cities, to the architects who turn building into inspiration and create a legacy for generations to come, and to every friend of European architecture who keeps that legacy alive. Welcome to Barcelona, a city of dreamers and builders, a place where every street tells a story and where bold architectural vision comes to life. A city that also holds the title of UNESCO World Capital of Architecture for 2026. Today, we are in Barcelona to celebrate the 7 finalists and 2 winners of the 2026 EUmies Awards. 410 nominated projects, 40 shortlisted works, and 2 winners. Projects redefining what architecture can achieve. The Palace des Expositions in Charleroi and the temporary spaces for the Slovenian National Theatre drama in Ljubljana exemplify how architecture can transform constraints into opportunities. Sustainability, community-centered design, and beauty are not opposing forces, but essential partners. This aligns with the spirit of the new European Bauhaus and the Culture Compass for Europe. And it is the mission of Creative Europe which has supported the EUmies Awards for many years. Here, at the Mies van der Rohe Pavilion, we are reminded that great architecture is never just about buildings. It is about the courage to imagine, to challenge, and to build a Europe that is as bold as it is beautiful. It is about how we live together, how we honor our past, and how we dare to imagine what comes next. To the winners, finalists, and all participants, your work inspires us to see architecture not just as a fixed discipline, but as a dynamic force for change. I extend my deepest gratitude to the Fondation Mies van der Rohe, the jury, and the advisory committee for their unwavering dedication. As we look ahead, let's continue to champion architecture that serves people and the planet. Let's build spaces that connect, uplift, and endure.
Thank you, Glenn. And with us this evening, representing the European Commission, Norman Poppens. Welcome back.
Thank you, and thank you, dear Maria, dear Anna. Thank you so much for hosting us today. It's Barcelona today is a world capital of architecture, and I think this is a city which deserves it the most. And you hold this title, I think, with excellency and greatness. I have visited myself many pearls of architecture in this city, and we are so happy also to work with the foundation on this prize for contemporary architecture. You heard our commissioner, Glenn Micallef, and I'm very happy to represent us today on his behalf and extend again and again our big thank you to the foundation, to the jury. We saw your journey. I think you visited places you've never dreamed sometimes of seeing in your lives, and some of it looked very dangerous, so thank you for that. And of course, big thanks to all the participants, to all the 410 developers, project developers who submitted their work to our judgment. And of course, congratulations to the 2 winners and the 40 shortlisted projects. You saw the exhibition today. By the way, I was told this will become a part of a National Museum of the Art of Catalonia. So I hope that still we can show some of the architectural pearls also here. But today, actually, this was a very good idea to bring out the models of the projects who have been winning this prize, that have been shortlisted through these years. And I think the evidence speaks for itself. Some of these projects are landmarks. They are the symbols of cities. They are important for the citizens who live in these cities. You have airports, you have stations, but you have also simply beautiful buildings which have become symbols of those cities. And of course, architecture is a profession which creates something which is a star-like project, and this is very important to support the high-quality, excellent architecture. But more and more, we need to think about also architecture as a public good. And this was said by our commission and everybody. We talk about the European Union, and we always talk about the heritage. We have very rich heritage, which goes back to the medieval times and more and more and more. What you are doing today, you are creating the European heritage. You are the ones who create the future heritage. So it is a responsibility that comes with that. And of course, we need to work also to open up the profession, to talk to people. The new European Bauhaus might seem to be like a generic concept. I like it. I think it's a great concept. And it should thrive and should guide us through our work. Because we need to make our future sustainable, more green, to use more green materials, innovation. We need to build something beautiful, even when we build houses that maybe are not necessarily seen to be beautiful from the beginning. And housing still is a problem in Europe. And of course, we need to do it in an inclusive way. I think we need to simply support what our people living in cities and rural areas want, how they see their area to be developed. So if we follow these principles, then I'm sure we will build something which will create better life for every European, in every European member state. We are happy with the prize. I'm also happy that we support the young architects through the, recognizing their work, giving them visibility. I think more and more we realize that everything is interconnected. So education, culture, architecture, we have to start connecting better the dots. The project who is winning, I think we all know who is that, right? Or am I giving out a secret? No, okay, fine. So the project actually was a crazy idea in Charleroi. And I was told that they never even thought that this would become a reality. And guess what? Who supported it in the beginning? It was the Regional Development Fund, which is another EU instrument, FEDER, as I know in French, but also other funding, and it all came together. And today, we are giving the prize. I think this is how I see the connections. We have to see everything as a big puzzle and simply fill in with the right pieces. Thank you for listening to me. I wish you a great evening. Enjoy, look at the projects who have lived through the years, and thanks you again, dear Maria and dear Anna and everybody. Thank you.
Thank you for your words. You can now return to your seats. Yes, thank you. And now, to the people who had the difficult task of choosing the winners, the jury. This year's jury is formed by Smiljan Radic, chair, Karl Beckström, Chris Briffa, Zyga Gail, Tina Gregoric, Nikolaus Hirsch, and Rosa Rull. I would now like to invite Tina Gregoric to share a few words on behalf of the jury. Please.
Good evening, everyone. Too bad we are not in the original place, but this is going to be a future transformational project, so we are very glad to be here as well. I'm going to read what was prepared for me, but nevertheless, we enjoyed being the jury. This year's finalists reflect a remarkable diversity of architectural positions throughout Europe. Despite their distinct scales, programs, and contexts, all 7 projects share a strong commitment to architecture as a transformative cultural practice. During a week-long visit in March, which you witnessed in our beautiful movie, done by mostly Ivan, thank you so much, the jury traveled across Europe to see 7 finalists' works in person. Experiencing the projects firsthand was essential to understanding social, spatial, and material levels and qualities of them. Selecting the winners was truly challenging. It's not a nice role, and I'm happy that this is over. As each project displayed remarkable strengths, prompting lengthy and intense discussions throughout our jury process. Certain projects stood out through the precision of their design and technical refinement. The Josephine Baker Marie-José Pérec Sports and Cultural Center in Brittany and the Gruj Market in Dubrovnik demonstrate extraordinary attention to structure, climate, and light, and of course honor public space and everyday life. Both projects achieve a rare balance between technical sophistication and civic generosity. Others adopted experimental or process-oriented approach to architecture, like Lot 8, Luma Arles proposes radical exploration of bioregional design through material research of the local resources, opening novel possibilities for environmentally conscious construction and fostering a more direct relationship between architecture, territory, and, of course, production processes. The Rehabilitation Center of Vapor Cortés Prodis in Terrassa, here very near Barcelona, deeply moved the jury through its material and spatial generosity and its ability to create a warm, inclusive, and emotionally resonant environment within a former industrial brick structure. Le Forêt Multi-Service Cultural Center in France demonstrated how ambitious public architecture can emerge in rural contexts without nostalgia or regional cliches, proposing a confident and contemporary civic presence. The jury ultimately had to select two projects, and they are the transformation of the Charleroi Palais d'Exposition in Charleroi, Belgium, and the temporary spaces for the Slovenian National Theatre Drama in Ljubljana, Slovenia, both for the radicality and ingenuity of their approaches to transformation. Both projects demonstrate how existing 20th century structures can be thoughtfully reactivated through precise, economical, and strategic, yet beautiful interventions, thereby opening new possibilities for architecture that prioritizes adaptation, reuse, and collective life. Together, these 7 projects reveal an architecture that is increasingly less concerned with the image alone and more engaged with resources, processes, communities, and time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tina. Thank you very much. Tonight, we honor not only the architects, but also the clients who made these projects possible. So each finalist and winner will receive 2 trophies, one for the architects and one for the client. Let the awards begin. Our first finalist, Multi-Service Cultural Center in Le Forêt in La Guiole, France. A project that does not imitate the past, but builds a shared future. Open, adaptable, and deeply rooted in its community. Please welcome to the stage Ana Ramos, director of the Fundació Mies van der Rohe. And now we're going to watch the film, seen through the lens of Jasper Moyer and Rocío Calzado of DOCAR, Lina Fellows.
C'est un bâtiment qui fonctionne comme une vieille bâtisse où on ouvre les fenêtres avec des ouvrants qui s'ouvrent de façon automatique. Le bâtiment se met à respirer la nuit. C'est les éléments qui le rendent en fait un peu sympathique, ce bâtiment, parce qu'on a l'impression quand la fenêtre s'ouvre, qu'il nous fait une sorte de clin d'œil et après qu'il se referme. Les grands patios s'ouvrent comme une espèce de grande respiration.
Je crois qu'on a aussi un devoir de produire des bâtiments qui sont des bâtiments accessibles à tout le monde. Nous, on aime bien cette notion qu'on crée des bâtiments qui sont des bâtiments de proximité, qui sont des bâtiments citoyens, et de se dire que notre pratique de l'architecture, elle vient aussi servir le quotidien des gens.
And now, please welcome to the stage the architects Raphaël Betillon, Guillaume Freyemuth, and Jean-Baptiste Friot. Our second finalist takes us to Dubrovnik. Although I've visited Croatia, Dubrovnik still remains on my list. Gruz Market, a light structure that brings new life to a historical place. A canopy that shelters, connects, and gives a new identity to the city. Please welcome to the stage Mateusz Celik, head of Lina Platform, and Zaika Gail, jury member. And now we're going to watch the film, seen through the lens of filmmaker Sasha Ban.
To je ta gradska situacija gdje je tržnica dio ovog živog, aktivnog novog grada koji se tu stvara. Imamo i luku, i ulicu, i promet, i cijeli taj gradski život, sve odjednom se tu događa. Prostor nema stupova. Vi možete organizirati ovaj prostor kako god želite, presložiti ove stolove, kako god želite, napraviti neka druga događanja. Dakle, jedan veliki javni, natkriveni trg koji ima puno mogućnosti.
And now, please welcome to the stage the architects Dinko Peracic and Miranda Veljacic and the clients of Sanitet. Congratulations. Okay. Now we're going to take a picture of all of you. Face there, our photographer. Let's make sure we have the picture. Okay, thank you very much. Some projects are not only built, they are grown. Our third finalist takes us to Arles in the Camargue. Lot 8, Luma Arles, the transformation of an industrial building into a living laboratory. A place where materials, territory, and knowledge come together to imagine new ways of building. Please welcome to the stage Daniel Fugenschuh, President of the Architects Council of Europe, and Carl Beckstrand, jury member. Thank you very much. And now we're going to watch the film, seen through the lens of filmmaker Manon and Francois of Dow Productions.
The building we're in definitely shows the potential of the region.
The most important thing is this bioregional design practice that was developed. What makes this building exceptional is maybe not the singular materials, but the fact that you can do a whole building with 20 of these kind of materials.
Ils travaillent dans le bâtiment en fait où la méthode que eux-mêmes utilisent tous les jours pour leur travail, il est le fruit de cette méthode-là. En fait, la boucle est bouclée, quoi, en quelque sorte. Et donc ici, on est probablement dans ce qu'est le futur de l'architecture.
And now, please welcome to the stage the architectural teams of Assemble, Luma, and BC, and the client representative. Is there anyone here? Here. You were hidden somewhere. Come. Stand right there, please, so that we can take a picture and give you the awards. There's Adam. Do we have the picture? Okay, let's wait to take a picture of all of you. Okay, so now you can return to your seats or whatever you wear. Over there, I don't know where. Thank you. Let's continue. What makes a place truly active? A building or the life that happens inside it? Our fourth finalist explores this question in Brittany. Josephine Baker, Marie-Josée Perec Sports and Cultural Center. A space that brings together sport, culture, and everyday life, creating a new center for its community. Please welcome to the stage Elena Calama, Deputy Director General of Urban Agenda and Architecture from the Government of Spain, and Rosa Rull, jury member. Yeah. And now we're going to watch the film seen through the lens of filmmakers Jean-Marie Montangeron and architect Rafaela Dayao.
Dire un chapiteau. Un chapiteau de cirque. Des montagnes de neige, des pyramides. Éclairées par le soleil.
Est-ce que vous voulez l'avoir comme ça ou vous voulez que je l'éclaire comme ça, magiquement? Oh, allez, on va faire comme ça. Voilà.
And now, please welcome to the stage the architect Gustavo Silva Nicoletti and the team of 1104. Where's the team? Okay. you. The four of you, please. Just congratulations. Thank you. And let's go to our fifth and final finalist, rehabilitation of Vapor Cortés Prodis in Terrassa, Catalonia. A former industrial space transformed into an inclusive place for the community. A new street opening the building back to the city. Please welcome to the stage Elisabet Cirici, Director General of Territory and Urbanism of the Catalan Government, and Chris Briffa, jury member. And now we're going to watch the film seen through the lens of Nihao Films.
El projecte parteix de com repensar què ha de ser un centre per persones discapacitades. Això era una antiga fàbrica tèxtil que formava part d'un conjunt bastant més gran. Aquí hi ha un esforç important que també lliga amb el sentit de la institució de preservar el que hi ha i acceptar el que hi ha i com és i cuidar-ho, no, diguéssim.
Quan penses en el món de les persones amb discapacitat, el que t'imagines o el que et ve al cap, el primer és centres tancats. Això no és un centre tancat. Abans era com molt marcat. Les persones amb autisme, aquí. Les persones amb paràlisis, aquí. Cada un molt limitat i ara tot s'està barrejant. Aquest tipus d'estructura i aquest tipus d'edifici i aquest tipus d'ambient que s'ha creat, hi ha una sinergia entre les persones que abans no passava.
And now, please welcome to the stage the architects David Lorente, Josep Ricard, Xavier Ros, and Roger Tudor, architectes, and the client representative of Prodis. Take a picture of all of you. Strike a pose. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Another picture. We're going to take another picture. Okay, we're good. Congratulations. Thank you very much. So, these are the 5 finalists. 5 projects, 5 different ways of transforming reality. Our jury chair, Smiljan Radic, could not join us tonight, but he wanted to be a part of this ceremony. So we invited him to a conversation with Ivan Blasi, director of the EUmies Awards, and curator Ana Sala. Let's watch it.
Hablando del viaje, sobre todo, yo creo que el premio MIS se diferencia de muchos otros premios, no sé si de todos, pero de muchos otros premios, en que la visita al lugar tiene una relevancia importante. Es verdad que la primera selección se hace a través de imágenes, eso es cierto. Pero la visita a los ganadores, a los seleccionados para ganar el premio, es extremadamente importante, sobre todo para alguien que vive fuera de Europa. Para mí fue, en lo personal, muy importante en el sentido de tener un panorama de lo que pasaba en Europa. Uno siempre sigue a ciertos amigos, a ciertos arquitectos que a uno le interesan, pero no un panorama global
más o menos todo lo que está pasando en Europa en estos momentos. Y por otro lado, yo soy un fanático de visitar obras. Creo que en el tiempo, en la arquitectura contemporánea, más que nunca, uno debería visitar las obras y en el sentido de tratar de incentivar una especie de inteligencia natural, podríamos llamarla, contra la inteligencia artificial, en el sentido de incentivar esta sensación de que esa realidad física es intransferible. Y ese es casi el único plus que vamos a tener a futuro, quizás, que ese tipo de contactos con la realidad física es intransferible y único. Fue divertido porque la cosa más compleja es todo como la inteligencia emocional que se da al visitar los proyectos, que muchas veces uno cae que en el análisis final con una cierta, sí, inteligencia emocional, diría, una afectividad con los proyectos de una u otra manera, que obviamente salen a flote en la discusión final. Pero creo que, por ejemplo, nuestra manera de elegir a los dos ganadores fue justa, por decirlo de alguna, fue muy justa en términos reales. Y eso a mí me dejó conforme y ustedes vieron, hubo unas buenas discusiones y me dejó tranquilo en términos reales. Yo estoy muy contento con los dos ganadores, estoy muy contento por dos, por lo menos, motivos principales. El primero es que hubo una discusión frente a quién iba a ganar y quién no. Eso es lo primero. Cuando hay solamente un ganador absoluto, significa que hicimos algo malo en la preselección. Hubo una discusión. Lo segundo importante es que creo que los dos ganadores, y creo que otros proyectos también dentro de los últimos seleccionados, tocaban un tema que es muy importante para ustedes, los europeos, que es esta cosa del reciclaje, más que el reciclaje, esta idea de la reparación, cómo poner algo en presente. Y esa idea, creo que este premio MIS debería poner como, en mi opinión personal, como casi un punto final, que como los europeos ahora se deberían preocupar del nuevo y no del antiguo. Es muy divertido porque cuando aparecieron los ganadores, me interesó saber cómo habían dado la recepción y en algún diario, se puso el jurado del Miss Van der Rohe se arrodilla frente a los proyectos reciclados y esto es una cosa me pareció extremadamente divertido, como que uno hubiera como arrodillarse frente a una cosa como confesional muy rara, como que no ocurre nunca. En Chile se dice alahuaite. Alahuaite significa estar como preparado, pero no en medio de, así como estar como a la guaite. Y es una muy buena posición, sí, a la guaite. Es como, hay un rodeo, una fiesta nacional que es un rodeo, que la gente, entonces cuando están dos, es a caballo y es un juego es el deporte nacional que es bastante tonto, pero bueno. Pero es bastante lindo. Están esperando las próximas colleras que se llaman los próximos dos participantes a la Guaite, que está esperando lo que va a pasar. Entonces, una buena posición en arquitectura es estar a la Guaite, así como creo que que es un poco lo que tú explicabas anteriormente, así como debería llamarse ese libro a la Guaite o algo así, como.
What a conversation. And now, the winners. First of all, I would like to ask Nicholas Hirsch to say some words on the winners.
Yeah, thank you. The winners, it's of course very emotional, and we heard something by Smelian about emotional intelligence. I really hope we were up to that. But for us, the discussions were very fruitful, very intense, and very clear at the end. And I'm not sure if we can really talk about a turning point in European architecture, but what seemed to us very clear that we face really a time of systemic challenges. And we hope to, with this prize, to have also made a kind of statement about the role of architecture, which is really at stake these days, also in relation to the many challenges, whether they are social, political, economic, or environmental. And the project that we selected for the main prize, the transformation of the Charleroi Palais des Expositions by Agua and architecten Jan de Wilde and Inge Wink, is to a certain extent a project that's very radical, very difficult partly to read, but incredibly clear in the means that it uses with the existing structures, with an intelligence of using the very reduced economies and challenges of a region like Charleroi, which I think is also very typical for many regions in Europe that face enormous transformation and enormous challenges in really a situation that many of us define as crisis. And I think this made the project incredibly important because it's more than just ticking the boxes of new environmental agendas, ticking the boxes of reuse. It also makes a claim for vocabulary of architecture, for an aesthetic debate also about architecture, which we find is incredibly important today. The other award that goes to the temporary spaces for the Slovenian National Theatre drama by Vidic Grohar architects from Ljubljana is an incredibly intelligent project in a former factory that within a very tight time frame developed very clear interventions. The project transforms this industrial complex into a vibrant cultural infrastructure while expanding the presence of a national institution towards the margins of a city, which is a big challenge, I think, also to rethink what is suburbia in relation to a capital, to a center like Ljubljana in Slovenia. Both awarded projects share an understanding of an architecture not as a kind of fetish object, not just reducible to an image, but really they make a plaidoyer, a plea for something that right now looks very European, this culture of reuse, but I think it's clearly a global challenge, and I think this is very important for us also to really think also a European project, a European prize as a contribution to a global culture of architecture. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nicolas. Thank you. And now the emerging winner. As an architect and performer myself, I must admit I have a special soft spot for this project. Temporary spaces for the Slovenian National Theatre drama in Ljubljana, Slovenia. A project that transforms what is temporary into something meaningful. An existing structure reactivated with intelligence, precision, and care. Please welcome to the stage Normunds Poppens and Maria Boigas. Welcome back. And now, we're going to watch the film seen through the lens of filmmaker Amir Muratovic.
Ko so ugotovili, da se mora drama izseliti iz stare hiše, so mogli najti lokacijo, kjer bi cel ansambel ostal skupaj, a ne?
Po izselitvi drame mogoče ne bo več potrebe po tej osrednji dvorani, zato smo naredili na ta način, da ne proizvajamo odpadka.
Pohištvo v kavarni je iz starih scenografij. Stoli v veliki dvorani so prenešeni iz stare historične hiše, sicer bi šli na odpad.
vhodni zigorat je zgrajen iz opečnih otlakov.
Svetila iz prezračevalnih cevi.
Adaptive reuse. To je tema, s katero se mora danes družba ukvarjati, če želi preživeti.
Drami smo poskušali dati občutek doma, čeprav začasnega.
And now, please welcome to the stage the architects Anja Vidic and Jure Grohar and the client representative of L56. Over there, please. Don't be shy. Congratulations. Take a picture of all of you. Stand over there with them. Yes. Don't be shy. Look at the camera. Smile. Of course, follow them. Okay. Do we have the picture? Perfect. Okay, so now I invite you to share a few words for us.
Good evening. We are truly honored to receive this prize. Temporary drama in Ljubljana started with a challenge to design and build a temporary home for the National Theatre. Our office is just two of us, and at that time we had no experience with a project of this scale or this program, which probably made this even more interesting. None of this would have been possible without an incredible team around us and without the client, Miran, who trusted us from the very beginning. The prize means a lot of us, and we share it to everyone who helped to make this project happen. Thank you.
So first, great thanks to the jury that, from obvious reasons, but also to visit the premises live. Thank you also for, again, everyone that collaborated in this project, also, of course, to the investor. And thank you for all the friends that came with us here now to Slovenia. There are around 40, 50 persons. Thank you. So that you know. And not to be too long, just why also we think this prize matters. Okay, it matters for this project, but also this kind of themes, we think maybe they are common thing in some European cities. But in Slovenia, these kind of themes are still a bit fringy or maybe not recognized as serious architectural discourse. I think that this international recognition, this prize, will help to bring these themes to the forefront. So thank you again.
Congratulations. You can now return to your seats. You want to talk? Of course.
I will be very short. I worked with two brilliant architects, and I'm very happy that me as jury rewarded us that work, the hard work, and gracias Barcelona, viva España.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You can stay with me a little bit. Don't leave me alone, not yet. Okay. So now the winner of the 2026 European Union Prize for Contemporary Architecture Mies van der Rohe Awards. Don't hide behind me. I feel strange with you behind. Well, do you want to dance? Okay. Maybe later, with a couple of drinks. Okay, so transformation of the Charleroi Palais des Expositions in Charleroi, Belgium. Please welcome to the stage, joining Maria Boigas and Normund Poppens, the architects and the client representative. And let's watch the film.
The main interventions that we did was opening up the building, creating a huge transparency through the central part. I think that's amazing, and the reason why it looks so good is because of the impressive architecture that was built in the 1950s. There's no doubt about that. So the program never dictated how the existing building should be shaped. It was the existing building that we let dictate the program. We adapted the program of the Congress Center to the spaces that were there, that were available. It's mostly by intelligent demolitions that we reveal things, that we created spaces, rather than forcing a new architecture on something that is already so well done.
Please welcome to the stage the architect and the client representative. Congratulations. Sorry, just, yes, a few words. I'm going to wait over there.
People who know us, they know how happy we are and how much it means to us to be here tonight. The 7 of us, 5 AGWA partners, 2 people, Jan de Wilder, Inge Vink. But there's more than just the 7 people of us. There's a whole team that was behind it. architects, but many other people as well. Many of them are here tonight. They gave their part of their life, a few years of their life to this project, so many thanks to them as well. I'm a bit speechless. I'm a bit
Well, maybe I'm also too speechless at the moment, so I take my booklet. I like to repeat that this is the work of maybe not 2 practices, but 3 practices said before in the discussion today. And that's very important to understand, because the word reuse and so on is so anonymous. And the things are made by people. And by daring to name Joseph, André, and my beloved practice friends Agua, and our own practice by name Jan de Veelderingen-Vink, but I bring it to one architect who made this possible. And I like to repeat out of the discussion we had before, I think that we share the idea that the word tree belongs to the word dream, to the word irresponsibility, and to the word care. Last but not least, I try to overview, which is the emotions of everyone. I should not forget to name the many other partners amongst us. Dorzon, interior architects, Denis Dujardin, landscape architect, Graasch, engineers. Help me on all the others.
Yeah, there is Pic Corneille, the acoustician. There's many people who advised us along the way, so we are trying to do an impossible job. There is the city of Charleroi, who gave us the trust to create this project. There is Georgios, the bouwmeester of Charleroi. There is more people.
That's what I want to underline, especially here. The client, Georgios, Anne, here at the stage, we're missing maybe Paul.
The contractors.
The contractors, we're missing all here out. But then, for example, also Philippe Dujardin, who is part of the book of the whole trajectory
We can stand up, we can stand up.
But also, Andreas, I don't know where you are here. I saw you. There is Andreas, who made at the end, I think, the foremost at this moment and not beatable book in any not beatable at all by any report, because let's say it's reporting from the front instead of just being a book. So please check it out. Yes, and Georgios, can I say one word to you? I think nothing was here without you, and nothing was here without you. And last but not least, I think truly what you said are collaborators as well in the joint venture, as well in the separate offices. Not only this project, I want to underline, but the whole trajectory of life that we give already to the portfolios of both projects. And maybe a last note to the jury, to the Miss jury, to Europe, to Barcelona, and maybe a last note to Mies van der Rohe himself. If there would be a party with all the Mies van der Rohe winners, I'm pretty sure we would have quite a good talk with them. I had the special pleasure, honor, I don't know what, to figure out that the original plates of the original pavilion can be touched in an administrative center in Dresden on the floor. Recycling avant la lettre. But also that the pavilion today is a reenactment. Like I think we also in Charleroi reenacted the work of Joseph André. Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, so let's continue with the talking.
Hello. I wanted to say something. Don't forget that it was an impossible project. And we made it possible because, first of all, we had a mayor who loves architecture. We create with our team an urban vision, and it was very important. We receive a super proposition when we launched the competition in 2015. And I think the jury understood as well that it was just an amazing project, something new and unknown in architecture. I would like to thank, first of all, Mies. I would like to thank the foundation of Ms. van der Rohe. I would like to thank the city of Charleroi. I would like to thank Europe, because without Europe, this project was really impossible to do that. I would like to thank as well the architects. I want to thank Jan, Inge, Agua, and all the team of Agua here. And infinite thanks to Harold. Please, applause. And thank you, because you build, spaces with patience, and we are here for that. Thank you.
Thank you very much for all your words, and congratulations on winning the award. Do you want to say something else? Maybe the last speech?
Maybe it's a bit out of the protocol, but we really would like that all the team, past and present, come to the stage.
Congratulations. There's so many of you. Okay, so whenever you want, you can leave the stage. Are you okay with that? More people? Thank you very much. Congratulations. Okay, and now we're coming to the end. So to close this evening, please welcome to the stage Ivan Blasi, director of the EUmies Awards.
Gracias, Julia. Thank you all very much. Muchas gracias. I hope you're all having a great time here in Barcelona, in Catalonia. We are really happy to have so many people from here, but also from all over Europe. But I decided that before we continue with the party, I realized that there was one last thing that I should do publicly. Because during the last weeks while preparing all this, I have accumulated a very long list of pending things. So maybe this is the best moment to apologize publicly. Jutta, I still owe you the 2025 report for the young talent. Mateus, I still need to send you the Lena report. Advisory committee, I have not sent you the agenda for tomorrow's 10:30 meeting at the House of Architecture. I won't do it. Jurors, I had written 7 minutes before the ceremony started what you would be doing, but I think I said it like 2 minutes before. Filmmakers, I'm still pushing to get everything paid, your invoices. Labo, I never sent you half of the social media images that you were asking me for. Post-like, thank you for the great program that we went on changing every 20 minutes. Jorge, I think, and it's not a joke, there's a model arriving that you'll have to fix tonight or tomorrow. Plants in the office and at home, I promise I'm watering you tomorrow. Sita, you are cleaning our offices, and my office is a complete mess these last weeks, so in order you not get lost in it, I'll get some order put into it. Clara, I think there's still some people added to the list of invitees and so on. Alex, the pavilion looks absolutely gorgeous and great. Julia Nacho, if you're following from the streaming and from Buenos Aires, I will send you the plans for the exhibition that we're planning for October next week. Justin, same thing for Bucharest. Prague friends from camp. We will get someone from Agva or from the Wilderweg to come in June. Luis Alexander, I just told you this morning that we were using your furniture over there. And actually, Xavi Bayona, I hope everything is fine. He's the one that made those beautiful red balloons over there. Mark, we are about to finish, so no more changes regarding the whole program. Authors of the works, I think we have already asked you for enough documents, so that's it. All the nominees, shortlisted, finalists, and so on, that's enough. Germán, I think we don't need to change any more of those USM furniture. Sorry for all the changes. Experts, the book is going well, don't worry about it. We'll send it to all of you in September, probably. Guiding architects, should we change again tomorrow's visit to Prodis, to Terrassa, or should we just leave it 3 o'clock in front of the pavilion? Anna, Adriana, Jordi, Uri, Maria, Martí, Alex, Sergi, and the whole team, I owe you lunch, a serious one for sure. Jean, perdona per l'estrès. Diego, tomorrow, I promise I'm having dinner at home. Some of you are thinking, he owes me great, he owes me big, and he hasn't mentioned me. So apologies to everybody, because there are forms of power that are not about always being right, but about knowing how to apologize. And honestly, none of this would exist with all of you, absolutely all of you over here with your passion and your support. The EUmies Awards are not only a prize, they are a huge collective effort made of trust, made of discussions, disagreements, generosity, care, and enormous belief in architecture as a cultural, social, and political force. Architecture is not about building houses. Thank you to all the architects, clients, institutions, collaborators, students, technicians, communicators, curators, jurors, filmmakers, photographers, and teams who made these days possible and all this possible as well. And thank you all for being here tonight. I had written in the pavilion, in the palace, continuing to believe that architecture brings people together. So now please enjoy the evening over here, the exhibitions, and so on. And those of us that don't have a badge, we're all invited to the party that will start right away over there. Those of you that have a badge, you can have a drink over there as well, and some food. There's also food over there, but there you have to pay. So thank you all very much, and congratulations to all of you. Thank you very much. Merci, Julia. Merci.